Hello and welcome to RPL F1 Tier 2. It is time for the Japanese Grand Prix for round number 4 of the season. And it is time for qualifying. But hello, I am your commentator, Ryan Ocon31, and it is good to have everybody join us on the stream. I know it is a different voice from what you're used to hearing. 200 subs, so this might be just good enough for second, but he's got to find a lot of time in this last sector to go pole. Red Bull crosses the line now. I think that's Leon Miner. It is Leon Miner. Checkered flag for him. He cannot improve, so he will start outside the top 10. But the Aston Martin, the Depth Knights, comes to the line. It is going to be pole for now. Provisional pole. The Aston Martin, 22 thousandths over the Mercedes. He found some time in the last sector, just what he needed to do, and is currently sitting on provisional pole. Valkyrie F1 could not improve. Here's the Alfa Romeo coming to the line. That is JTK. He does improve a spot. Now, the McLaren comes next. He improves his time a ton, but no positions for him. Jim Bob to the checkered flag. No positions improved. Now, we are looking at Owen, who could possibly take away pole position from the Aston Martin. Can he do it? No! He couldn't improve his time as well. He found some time in the last sector, but it was not enough. Some drivers aboard in laps, but the next guy who could possibly take pole position away is Bonkers. 61 thousandths down, so he's got to find time in the last sector too. The other Haas. Grandpa comes to the line. He cannot improve many places. He improved a couple places, but could not beat his teammate. Next is his teammate, but he cannot improve as well. He's coming to the pits, and he calls it quits. So, Depth Knights, by 22 thousandths, ends up on pole position at Japan. We have had 2 drivers into the 27.9s. But now all Leon can do is just simply follow Owen. And there's the retirement from the lead! Depth Knights has binned it! And that brings out the second safety car in this race. That is big. We'll see what they can do to challenge for a podium out of the guys on fresher tires. Here we go. Back underway once again for the third time. The Haas is now challenging the Alpine of Tadpole. Bonkers and Tadpole really trying to fight this out for second place in this race. Tadpole's off the road, and so is Mythic almost. But look at this already. Bonkers 2 in 1. Is he going to do it? Contact! Around goes the AlphaTauri. Mythic's chance for points is completely done from that. But Bonkers now takes the lead, and Owen is up to second. So now, them two have the chance to battle it out. There's contact behind for third place. Now the battle's for the podium. Minions who pitted as well. Like I said, this could be the chance for a podium. However, he's got a penalty at the expense of that. And now Track Racer as well, and the Williams has a penalty too, getting overtaken by Valkyrie. Big battle here for 5th place. Oh my goodness. Side by side, wheel to wheel, into the hairpin. Instincts trying to get the better of the Williams on the outside line. Track Racer still holding on. So is Instincts trying to go for this still. Wheel to wheel once again. Not giving an inch. Side by side into a part of a racetrack you probably can't go side by side in, but they made it work unbelievably. Instincts around the outside, got the move done, is ahead, and now can chase for the top 5, because look at that. Minions, with that penalty, could be falling as far outside the top 5 if this race goes the way it is. Battle for the lead, almost missed it. Owen still trying on Bonkers now, around the outside. They're going to be wheel to wheel here as we enter turn 1. Fastest lap for Owen in the restart on the new fresher softs. He's got the move done. Florian is closing just a little bit, but is it too little too late? He could force Tadpole in a mistake right here. Look at this, just closing a little bit. 3/10 now that gap between first and second. The battle is for the podium as well. Suggy F1 or Suggy C1. And Griffiths, yellow flags, that is FPL, crashed out of the race. Oh, there's a crash for the podium. Valkyrie F1 is going to come through and take it. But the battle is now for the win. It's getting close once again. Tadpole is going to hang on and get Campus first victory. It's going to be the sprint race victory for Tadpole as well. He takes the checkered flag by 59 thousandths. That was close at the end there. Speaking of outside the points, this is going to be Bulgogi in just about a moment here. If he does not pit, he'll be disqualified. And if he does pit, he'll be outside the points. So, really, it's a lose-lose for Bulgogi. And what? The game has just disqualified Scyther as a glitch for not using the correct tire compounds or not changing compounds as a glitch. That has ultimately ruined his chance to get victory today. Now the battle's for the lead. On penalties. Stenner with a 5-second lead over Boardman Boy. Has the 5-second penalty for speeding at the expense of that. What has just happened? Here we come. Final corner. Stenner. Big battle with Boardman Boy. Big battle with Scyther. Stenner with the 5-second penalty wins the race on track. Waiting for Boardman Boy to come across the line. It will now mean that Stenner wins the race on track and on penalties. The 5-second penalty didn't mean anything for him. All he had to do was drive great, hold on, and he did just that to win the feature race here at Monza. Here we go. Time for the 5 red lights. Waiting for the drivers to rev it up. And it is not lights out. What in the world is going on? Here we go. I think it's fixing itself. Now it is. What in the world? Well, that's another glitch to add to the F1 game right there with what just happened. Back of the grid, not track position now. On the pressure hards. Bonkers. Leading the safety car restart as it comes in. Staying out. Now, again, foot to the floor, and green flag once again as he leads the Aston Martins ahead of the front of the field. And look at that slipstream already for the race lead. Look at this. Strat Racer, enough momentum. Good restart from him. The outside line is Bonkers going to challenge us by turn 1. The Aston Martin goes wide. But it is going to be pinching by turn 2 and maybe again by turn 3. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Oh, sliding. Oh, my goodness. Somehow, he kept that car straight and he's now going to get overtaken by his teammate. Grogger's overtook FPL right there quickly on the restart. Now Grogger's going to go for 2, maybe 3 and 1. To the outside. Grogger's around the outside, going to push the issue. Still touching wheels, and he gets ahead. How about 3 drivers from the start of that restart? Taking advantage of everything he could. Look at behind them. Going off, there's the Williams. That's FPL into the gravel. Oh, kicking off in this restart. Look at this. And Ass ahead of Strat Racer as well. FBL letting the drivers go, so that did not play out the way he wanted to. But Owen down the inside. Big move. Big late lunge from the Red Bull. Getting the move done. Grandpa as well, trying to gain spots on Jim Bob. Does it as well. The 2 guys to focus on are the net leaders, Groggers and Owen. And now the net leader's going to challenge the leader to the outside before turn 1. Side by side. He does it. No contest whatsoever. Groggers to the lead. And big hopes for this race. Not driver of the day worthy, but shout out to Lando holding on to some points here today. With what we'll call his injury. Down the inside, Anas goes. Turn 1, he gets the move done. Valkyrie, she's looking to switch back. And now there's wheel banging. Sideways around the outside. Somehow she holds on to it at turn 3. And now it's going to allow Matt down the inside. More wheel banging there. Still sideways. Holy cow. Now a car is outside of Valkyrie. But Minions backs off to avoid potential collision. Oh my god. Talk about a loose race car right there. The gap is close between the leaders. Is it enough for an overtake? Here we go! Groggers! Once again! It took a little bit, but he's back by for the lead! Amazing stuff there between the Red Bulls. Championship lead changed once again. With the timing of the safety car, the strategy, I think it was just Grandpa and Owen loose there at the final corner. That's going to lose his chance for the race victory. Grandpa comes across the line to win the race first. However, his penalties applied, meaning Groggers is the third win for Red Bull, and he takes the championship lead with it. Groggers makes it Red Bull's first 1-2 of the season. Valkyrie F1, she holds on to 4th place, making it Mercedes' best result of the season and Valkyrie's best result of the season now.